on all of the beers that are being presented this evening. So I see the Storm King is sort of still lingering, and understandably, big powerful beer, incredible course there. I can't believe we're pushing forward and doing more, but we are, so we'll do so. We have in front of us Golden Monkey, and I must tell you up front that it is 9.5% alcohol by volume. The strength is not by any means its greatest virtue, but you do have to understand that when you drink it, because it's very light in palate. It's got somewhat of an herbal aspect to it. It's got sort of a honey sweetness to it, but at the same time it ends very dry and refreshing. And that refreshing aspect of it is something that most people are not familiar with when you're drinking a 9.5% beer. So there you go. That was my full disclosure on Golden Monkey. It is a Belgian-style triple, and so therefore it has the light golden color to it. And we utilize a yeast that actually was hand-carried from a small brewery in Wallonia, the French-speaking portion of Belgium, in 1993 by a friend of ours, and it sort of made the home brewing circuit in Washington, D.C. area where Jim is from. And we tasted some of the beers that people were making with it, and we said, wow, we got some ideas for this. So we moved it up to a higher gravity beer, this triple. Interesting thing about the brewery that it originally came from is that apparently this brewery had a history in wheat beer production. And if you're familiar with wheat beers, they have sort of clove and banana aspects to them, also some citrusy sharpness from the wheat malt. There's a lot of people, myself not included, who can pick out some of the banana and clove aspects of the yeast in this beer. So if you get those, you got a better palate than I, so we'll have to talk to you about job opportunities at Victory Brewing. But there is a little bit of coriander seed in this beer for late dryness. Typically hops provide the bitterness and dryness in beer. We use a little bit of crushed coriander seed, which is typical in this style of beer, but it adds a nice dryness to the finish of it. So we've got a cheese course coming up, and Golden Monkey makes an excellent partner for that. So I would, once again, as I had warned you with the Storm King Stout, this is a beer for savoring. Storm King, being as bold and rich as it is a little bit easier to remember that. This one, because it's delightfully dry, is sort of more difficult to sort of keep that in mind. But Golden Monkey has been a great seller for us, and it's something you may have had before. There's a lot of great Golden Monkey stories about this one. We just did an online competition. The winner of the online competition told a story about how friends of his had conceived a child because of this beer. So, you know, a beer can do many things, create a life. I mean, that's important. That's pretty special. So here's to the Golden Monkey. You have a question over there.
Yeah, is the monkey part
No, the naming of the Golden Monkey, actually Golden Monkey was unique because I do all the branding. I come from an art background, and I had the name for this beer prior to having the beer itself, oddly enough. I mean, and Golden, of course, denotes something of high quality. We have all German malts, all European hops in here. It's really sort of the highest standards you could put into beer. And Monkey, of course, denotes something silly and frivolous. And the way I like to explain it is, after your second Golden Monkey, you'll understand the monkey part. So I think the name sort of gives you both ends of the spectrum. It sets you up for enjoyment. So I'll circulate, and the cheese will come around, and we'll talk about other questions, right?